Imagine typing one sentence and watching your photo obey. Change the billboard to read "Summer Sale." Same font and size. Remove the trash can on the right. Swap my gray hoodie for a navy blazer. Done. No layers, no masking, no headache. The text on the sign looks real. The edges are clean, and the vibe matches. That's the promise of Alibaba's Qwen-Image-Edit. And today, I'm going to show you what it does, why it matters, and exactly how to put it to work in your projects. If you shoot products, run ads, sell on Amazon or Etsy, design thumbnails, or you're just tired of fighting with selections and layers, this tool hits 3 big pain points. 1, it edits text that's already inside your photos, and it keeps the typography looking right. No melted letters. 2, it adds, removes, and tweaks objects without wrecking the rest of the image. And 3, it can fuse multiple images in one pass, like putting a person into a new outfit and pose, so your edits feel more like directing than laboring. Here's the big picture. Qwen-Image-Edit is a text-guided image editor from Alibaba's Qwen team. Instead of asking you to draw masks or wrestle with complex UIs, it leans on natural language instructions. You tell it what you want, where you want it, and how you want it to look. It understands the scene, and it draws the pixels. Locally, you can run it with popular open-source tooling, and if you're building apps or need to batch hundreds of edits, there's an API that slots right into a production workflow. You get the flexibility to work on your own machine or in the cloud, whichever fits your pipeline. Why does this matter now? Because the first wave of AI was generating new images from scratch. Cool, but not always useful for the work we actually do day to day. The second wave is about precision editing, taking your existing content and making smart, surgical changes that look real. And the hardest test for any editor is text that already exists inside a photo. Science, menus, labels, packaging. That's where most tools fall apart. They can output gorgeous images, but ask them to make a sign say, "Open 24/7, and the typography turns to mush. Qwen-Image-Edit treats that challenge like a first-class citizen, and that unlocks real business use cases, from storefront mockups to product packaging to last-minute campaign changes. Let me explain what's happening under the hood in simple terms, because understanding this will make you better at prompting. Think of Qwen-Image-Edit as 2 brains working together. The first brain understands your instructions and the overall scene, what object is where, what the lighting looks like, which text belongs to which surface. The second brain is the artist that actually paints the change into your photo, matching color, texture, edges, perspective, shadows. One brain decides what to change. The other decides how to draw it so it looks like it was always there. When those 2 work in sync, you get edits that make visual sense and hold up under scrutiny. Okay, let's see it in action. On your screen, you'll see a photo of a street billboard. My instruction is simple. Change the billboard text to "Summer Sale." Same font and size. Keep the color and perspective consistent. Watch what happens. The letters snap into place. The font weight matches. The edges are crisp. The perspective follows the angle of the board so it doesn't look pasted on. This is where CQwen shines. Precise text and image editing that respects the typography living inside your scene. Let's push it a bit further with a product label. Here's a coffee bag that says "Regular Roast." I'll say, replace "Regular Roast" with "Holiday Blend." Same font, similar kerning, same color. And there it is. The look stays on brand, no jittery letters, no blur. If you've ever had to redo packaging photos because of a minor copy change, you know how big of a time saver this is. Now let's clean up a messy environment. Here's a lifestyle photo with a trash can on the right. I'll say, remove the trash can on the right, preserve the floor texture. Gone. And crucially, the surrounding pixels don't turn to soup. The floorboards keep their pattern. The baseboard stays straight. If you've tried this kind of edit with old-school cloning tools, you know how easy it is to distort lines and patterns. This feels different because it respects the structure of the scene. Background replacement is another everyday win. Here's a product shot. I'll ask, replace the background with seamless studio white. Match existing shadows and lighting. The subject stays crisp, the edges are clean, and the shadow transitions look natural. For e-commerce listings, catalog updates, or consistent brand pages, this is the kind of boring but essential task that pays the bills. Now it takes seconds.
Let's do something more advanced, multi-image fusion. I'll bring in 3 images, person A, outfit B, and pose C. My instruction, put the outfit from image 2 onto the person in image 1 and apply the pose from image 3. What you're seeing is more than a cut and paste. Identity stays consistent, the clothing drapes correctly, and the pose changes as if we reshot the photo. You can do similar mixes for person plus scene, person plus product, or combining a model with a different background where the lighting needs to feel coherent.
Novel views and style transfer. Here's a sneaker photographed from the front. I'll ask, rotate the sneaker to show the back and keep the logo consistent. The model synthesizes a plausible backside view that matches the brand details. That's helpful for mock-ups, pitch decks, and concept approval when you don't have the full photo set yet. For a fun twist, let's restyle a portrait into a soft animation look while preserving identity. The features stay recognizable, the style shifts, and you get a fresh creative option without hiring an illustrator for a quick thumbnail. Let's talk about how to use this day to day. If you prefer working on your own machine, you can run the model locally with common open source tooling. You'll install the usual packages, load the image editing pipeline, and run it on a modern GPU for best speed. The upside is control, no per-edit fees, and full flexibility to tweak, iterate, and build your own UI on top if you want. The trade-off is you'll want sufficient VRAM to get smooth performance, and your mileage will vary depending on your hardware. If you're building an app, collaborating across a team, or you want to automate a lot of edits, look at the Cloud API option. The flow is straightforward. You provide your input image or images, write a clear instruction, and get back an edited result. Because links to generated images may not stick around forever, the safe move is to download your results as part of your workflow. The nice part is that each request can be treated like a single, clean step, so you can chain edits in your own logic. First fix the sign, then remove a distraction, then adjust the background. Each has its own call for clarity and version control.
Great tools still need great direction, so let's cover prompting like a pro. Be concrete. Name the object, the location, and the action. Remove the person on the right, keep the background untouched. Replace the billboard text with "Summer Sale," keep the original font and perspective. The more you specify what to preserve, the fewer surprises you'll see. Break big goals into steps. If you need to change multiple things, fix the sign, remove clutter, swap the outfit, run them as a sequence. This helps the model focus on one task at a time, and it gives you checkpoints to revert to if one step goes off track. For tiny or rare text, run a focused second pass. Once the big edit is done, zoom into the area and give a very specific instruction for that region. Mention the look you want to keep. If lighting and shadows matter, and they almost always do, say, match existing lighting and shadows. If you need the brand color to remain unchanged, say it. If you're changing a label but want the same typography, say same font, size, and color. These tiny guardrails help the model honor the integrity of your scene.
If this walkthrough helped you, do me a favor, hit like so more creators find it, and subscribe for the deep dives I've got lined up. Drop a comment that says Qwen-Edit if you want my prompt pack and the node-based workflow I use to chain edits cleanly. I'll share it with the most helpful comments so the whole community benefits. Next up, I'm running a blind test, Qwen-Image-Edit versus a leading AI editor and a popular pro tool across 5 scenarios: text edits on signage, outfit swaps, background cleanup, product rotation, and tiny typography. We'll judge realism, consistency, and speed. If you want to see who actually wins where it counts, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Go make something you're proud of, and I'll see you in the next one.